So I've done a bunch of sacking out, a bunch of steering. We'll go ahead and tip him up into a jog, see what happens. I don't care too much about where he goes. So now we'll do a bunch to the right. And you kind of see, like, as soon as that lead rope went over his head, big cue to him that we're going to be going to the right. It was very cool, like he ran off that suggestion. I just held it out. Never really had to pull on it. No, he's not taking that suggestion this time. That's okay. So again, I didn't kind of yank him through there. I just held it and waited for him to figure out where the pressure wasn't. It's another one that's good. I've moved my legs around. I haven't changed my weight too much yet. It's another thing that's worth checking him out on. Actually, because he has run around a bit on his own, give him a quick breather. Kind of showing me he'd like to stand still. While we're standing still, we can work a little on our back up. Like I said, he's pretty lazy and laid back. So I'm going to make the cantering the last thing I do, as in, again, the cantering is where the ride finishes. So we've sacked him out, we've done all this stuff, we've done a bit of turning. We might end up doing more turning when we canter. So we'll do a little bit of canter work and hopefully, you know, he should step off up into it easy, which I'm expecting because he's got plenty of room. I don't want him to go, yeah, I got plenty of room and play, but hopefully he got rid of all that play earlier, so let's give it a whirl. We know he's kind of a showboat because he went down. They use this arena for dressage and there's mirrors. And he spent a little time looking at himself in the mirror. G'day, thank you so much for watching. If you could like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications bell, that would be awesome. Thank you. Cheers. So we had a couple of little protest votes then about going forward. Because like I said, that was going to happen at some point. So it's a good day for me to make him go forward a little bit longer. He can have a little break. And then I'll do one more session because this is a tricky part about, you know, those that are quiet is they're not scared of anything that I'm doing. I have to make sure I keep the respect and he goes to work when he's asked. And you know, right then when he's sort of protesting, if you're not willing to push and push and push and get him to go, you're going to have a really hard time later. Because it's like the first time he said, you know what, I don't really want to can around with you, you're kind of fat. If I bail, he's going to test that tomorrow. And tomorrow he's going to test it a little harder. And then the day after he's going to test it a little harder again. But right then, I just kept going and going until he was going free. And if he asks tomorrow, it won't be I very much doubt it'll be as much. But he may go again in another 2 weeks or 6 weeks, once he's had a fair bit of riding. So the last one was a bit harder. He obviously took exception to it. But like I said, we got to have this discussion about working. Whoa, now. Whoa. Like I said before, we do a little bit of like, well, I'm going to push him through it. You know, kind of prove my point in that if I ask, unfortunately, you're going to have to get it done. But after you've got it done, I'm not going to keep pounding around here for ages. Like, you've shown a willingness to go forward. You quit kicking out. You started to flow. So we'll just do a little bit and stop. Today he's kind of showing all these young horse attributes. Cool, he stepped up into a jog on his own. Stepped up into a lope real easy. He's flowing really nice. Whoa. So yeah, he made those decisions for himself. And I'm going to hop off him right there. So I'm not going to hop off at the gate that we brought him in, because I don't want him thinking that gates are the best places in the world. The people are down there watching, that's not the best place in the world. You know, middle of the pan, you've done your job, that's where the ride ends. So yeah, he's run down here and he's been really cool. So we'll let him stop there. He stepped into a trot, stepped into his canter really nice. We'll pop off him. Loosen the girth here, give him a little pat, because he's doing the best he can with the human he got stuck with. Because as we know, like we're the ones who make the mistakes. The horses, you really just reflect what we're doing. And sometimes it's because of what we're not doing, sometimes it's because of what we are doing, but they're just reflecting us and what we're capable of and what we want to do. So we'll bring him up here and we'll say cheers for the day and we'll come back tomorrow. G'day. Thank you very much for watching. I do really appreciate it. This video of Gino's journey is meant to be more of a entertainment video, not educational, as in it's not a how-to video. All horses react and start differently. If you are going to attempt to start your own horse, you really need to enlist the help of a seasoned professional, or get a seasoned professional to do your horse for you and get them started. It's not an easy job, and it's not a job to be taken lightly, because this is your horse's introduction to the rest of his riding career, and it's really not to be messed with. So take it for what it is. It's a lot of fun to watch. It's been a lot of fun to share, and I really appreciate that you've taken the time to watch it and that you'll keep watching the channel. Thank you very much. Cheers.